Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to week 3 of the ANZ Spring off-season competitive matches. My name is Nigeria, and I've got my top Blake as I make him chuckle. Yes, I finally did. It took me all night to do it, but it's done. And we're heading into game number 2. It's going to be Towers of Doom between multiple units as well as nobody. Multiple units yet to drop a single map this entire off-season. But Blank, could this be the map to do it?
If any map's going to be the one to drop it in, it's a Towers of Doom. You know, the throw map, right? I wanted them to play on Alterac Valley, Alterac Pass, because no one's seen it before. So I figured, you know what? Let's give the fans something exciting. Moop said, let's do ARAM, and Coffee's like, let's do Towers of Doom. So here we are on Towers of Doom. We've picked a map. We've got a strategy in mind. And I love that Moops is like, oh, we'll play Volskaya next map. Like he's already picking the map for the next game when they're dodging bans. Okay.
I think they still set the sights up on ARAM. I mean, dodged ban. He's potentially AFK. I feel like it's gonna be ARAM there. Here we Blank. I think this is what's happening. No, it's being banned. Damn it!
Oh, they're like, oh no, we don't want to do that this map. Why don't you want to do that this map?
I mean, well, if you really think about it, Towers of Doom is just like I said, throw map, but also has some of the best comebacks in all of Heroes of the Storm competitive history ever. And it can be very well fought and well won, and I don't think multiple units really want to drop a game. But nobody has probably a secret plan up in their mind. I think they really are set on this ARAM, let's just get for the free win. And to really surprise them. Or who knows, could be much more randomized picks. So in the second game, in the previous one against the people you hate, when they ran Zul Tank, but we just got to see.
Yeah, anything can happen in Heroes of the Storm. Anything can happen in ANZ. Memes are dreams in ANZ. Is that not right? That's how we play this game. That's how we win this game. And we've had Samurai to Haka banned on the side of multiple units. Nobody have banned nobody. You get it? Because their name's...
Oh, well done. Well done. Would you like a sticker?
I'm not even a dad and I'm pulling the old dad jokes. First pick coming up. Are they doing a dodge? No, they're picking up Tarunda. They just decided, you know what? Let's just not ban anything and hope we get what we want. Double pick going over to multiple units, though, here. I'm looking for an Orphea Mal'Ganis. Gimme.
Maiev is available. Could still be picked up. Both teams can play the Maiev. Still away from Konya. Konya is huge on that.
No, I said I'm looking for an Orphea Mal'Ganis here. Instead, I get a Decade Mal'Ganis, Decade of the Storm Boys. I'm so glad that he is in Heroes of the Storm now. I've been wanting Decade Kane since bloody Alpha. It's one of my dreams, and even just having him as an announcer would have been fantastic for me. I've loved Diablo since Diablo 1 came out, and Decade Kane's been a pivotal moment in my Blizzard life. So ETC being picked up on the side of nobody, followed by Greymane. So that's Greymane, Taranda, and ETC. Decent amount of team fight. Very meta, old school meta. Very old school meta.
But a lot of burst potential. Can blow up a single target. They really want that engage, and who knows, if ETC gets the right mosh pit, it's just going to be huge. But I feel like they need another frontliner. Or if they really don't, just go for Maiev, and that could be a frontliner in a way. And then, that would be just so dangerous. That'd be scary.
You reckon I can telegraph this? So, nobody going to ban nothing again, because they've already done it twice already. Multiple units are going to pick up Maiev and Orphea. Okay, I missed one. Maiev and Orphea to take a Maiev away from Konya and get the Warden's Cage to follow up with the Eternal Feast. Come on, prove me right. Do it, boys.
You know what? That would work, actually. If you think about it, like, not meme-wise, but legit, strats, Decade Kane Stay While Listen sets that all up. It works. It works. I feel like they should. They really should. Or just completely,
But they
throw us
don't.
a.
They want to go old school meta. They want to pull out the old thrall. They're dusting him off. They've pulled out the thrall book. They're going blow the dust off that cover and go, here, okay, we got thrall. Still a strong pick, great in the solo lane, very sustainable, decent amount of damage. Both of his ultis are very, very reliable. Earthquake gives you a slow. What the frick?
Here we go again, Blank. The meme train begins and it's pulling up Lost Vikings on Towers of Doom.
Chew freaking chew. We have the Lost Vikings, ladies and gentlemen.
I mean, I don't know if I should take this seriously and try to come up with like a legit reason as to how this could potentially work.
You know, I can do that for you. I can do that for you. So,
Yes,
Lost
please,
Vikings.
just
Lost
go.
Vikings, if you don't know how to play Heroes of the Storm, Lost Vikings are 3 heroes in one. You can control them all individually. And by controlling them all individually, you've got 3 individual heroes. So it's not just 1, it's 3. You're essentially playing 4, 5, 6, 7 versus 5, right? On a map like this, where the objectives are very, very important, you can force them into a 5v5 team fight with one of those Vikings, while the other 2 Vikings are off picking up the objectives. At the same time, you can force them into just contesting the objectives and just fighting over, like just poking and stalling them from capping the objectives, while your Vikings are soaking all 3 lanes. So both strategies can work on this map, and that's the only way I can viably explain why this is a good idea. You don't see Lost Vikings very often in competitive play, not in Heroes of the Storm, HCC, BlizzCon. It's a very rare pickup, but it can work.
Yeah, look, it does. I think it works well on some hollow maps where you can like,
Got ya.
where it takes a while just to rotate towards the objectives. But, ladies and gentlemen, this is what we have for game number 2. It's going to be a fun, blasting game, and we're going to kick it off with, on the blue side, we've got Coffee this time taking up the main take role on that Mal'Ganis ulti. It's on the Decade, Magic Name on Butcher, finally Jesmez will play after, and Zillions on that Hanzo. Meanwhile, on the red team, take it away, Blank.
And on the red team, we have Konya playing that Grey Main. Firstly on Chromium Moops, playing the ETC Caladrius on Tyrande, and SBDX on Zealost Vikings.
Super
Eric
Dragon Ball
Liswift.
X. That's it.
Yeah.
Super Dragon Ball X.
Is it? Is that what it is?
I don't know. I just literally just came to me. I feel like it might be.
I think it's a thing. Super Dragon Ball X. Let's go.
Yeah, that's it. He's gone Super Saiyan with the Lost Vikings. He's prepping up. Gonna go the golden hair with the Super Saiyan 4, 5, whatever. I've lost count at this point. My friend tells me like 10 letters now. But moves on the ETC. This is gonna get chain stun with the Morganis meets the Butcher, and the Butcher's gonna be happy with those blood stacks. As now as SDBX has to back away. Doesn't want to lose his good old teammate. I wish I knew the names of the Lost Vikings though. It'd be great.
Eric, Olaf, and... Oh god, I know the name of the last one. I do. I swear I do. I've played this game for 3 years now. I should know this. Someone in chat help me out. Eric, Olaf, and someone else. Eric is the Swift, the really, really small one. He runs around and you can make him stealthy. Olaf is the big fatty who can stun people if you talent into it later on. That's that guy there on screen now. And I do know the name of the other one. I will figure it out in a second.
Well, while you figure it out, Magic Gnome is going to lose this little stacks he was building as the team of Nobody are trying to get themselves this Mercamp. They're trying to secure it, but Zillions is lingering around to do some damage. I'm kind of liking the Chrome Pick because they can get a big blow up if they set up on Deca Kane with the time loop. It'd just be absolutely insane. But I would love to see a game 3, honestly, even though this is like really interesting strats coming out by both sides.
Yeah, I would love this to go to game 3. It would be really fun. It really would. Both teams really strong, and strategies are very different between them. But 3 games of this, awesome.
I think I get like what Lost Vikings can work because you're right with the whole objective, focus, whatnot. You just have those consistent Vikings soaking up lane, applying pressure and whatnot, just to get slow expedient. And that's how you normally see them being played as well, like just for that insane soak. But we're gonna have a triple altar phase. Depends on what they might be dealing with this one.
Baylog,
Baylog,
thank you, my amazing observer, giving me the name of that last hero, unintentionally perhaps, but Baylog is the name of that third Viking.
And you know what? Thanks to Observer, who did hint out Lost Vikings was used by Liquid to beat Gen G at BlizzCon, apparently. Well, you know what? If it works on the #1 team of the HEC, why not work on multiple units who are gods themselves, as they do secure a kill on towards the Mal'Ganis, that is Coffee, as well as 2 altars for themselves.
Can I potentially get in chat a hashtag MU win or a hashtag NO win? Let me see. And out of the people that guess correctly for this particular game, I will give away 1 Orfeo code. That Orfeo code is a hero bundle, so it comes with the skin, and it comes with the mounts. That's the schoolgirl skin, so it's a really cute one. Anime. Whee!
Is it too late for me to join in? Can I?
Yeah, too late. Sorry, too late. Only the Twitch viewers can get this. The Viking's name is Lisa Ann, right?
Well, let's do it. Everybody hop in as Coffee is going to fall for the numero uno, or second time really, taken down as they're getting good rotations. That Lunar Flare by Tyrande, do not ignore it. It can set up some really great kills. You usually see it with Mirande, but now it's ATC and Tyrande. Oh, I'm trying to see. AT Rande. There you go. That doesn't work. It doesn't have the same feel. But you know what? It still has the kind of same potential blow up. You get the stun with the power slide followed by the Lunar Flare. That just chain CC lockup will allow the rest of the damage dealers, which is Greymane, a burst damage dealer, as well as Chromie, who's gone Temporal Loop to just get that blow up. But here we go in towards the next altar phase. It's set up yet again. It's going to be on towards that Decker can ulti falls. Butcher coming in for the cavalry. Can they get a kill onto Caladrius? It's going to be a big kill. Yes, it does. Magic Gnome is taking quite low. Meanwhile, Moops is below half health. Greymane, Konya trying to do anything, but we're seeing what you were talking about, Blank, and that is Lost Vikings. While a team fight happens, they're securing the altars. And
Yes,
one soaking up experience at the same time. What can't they do?
What can't they do? They can't team fight. But that's beside the point. They can cap altars while the team is fighting. They can triple soak, double soak, whatever the hell they want to soak XP. I love playing Vikings. It takes a lot of macro. I'm not very good at it, but I still enjoy playing them because depending on what ultimate they take, they can either come back really quickly as 3 and secure a point or add to the team fight, or they can pull out the Viking longboat and start doing some serious damage in those team fights too.
Well, with what just transpired, I really like what's happened between the Thrall and Decker Kane kind of root CC there. You had once you had the Scroll of Sealing coming out, Thrall was able to send out his Wolf, lock up 2 members, and get that just chain CC route, deny them any kind of movement. But Butcher runs himself in towards a little time lap as Ulti finds himself the next deathbed, but it's going to be Caladrius securing that kill. The Coffee have to back away. They're focusing their sights on this bottom fort. If they secure this and open it up, that's going to be big. They do have level 10 talents ready for themselves, and that's what they're doing. Mosh Schmidt on 2 members. Go for a throat. Secures 1 kill. That's going to be next on to Fort's Coffee. Can he get away? He's living. He does. And that is a great engage by the team of Nobody. Blank, this is looking really, really good so far.
Yeah, it's a very close game, but at the same time, Nobody just deciding to take that little bit of extra lead as one of the Vikings. That's little Eric, the Swift, gets picked off in that top lane. Nobody taking a little bit of a lead here. They've got their level 10 advantage. They've got level 11, in fact. Level 10 being about to be picked up by multiple units in a few seconds. But multiple units look like they're going for the boss.
Forsaking, they need to get it quickly because guess who's coming off of the rotation? There's an owl to scout it out. They're about to secure it, and they do. The rest of nobody, realizing just how low it was, decide to like, nah, let's not risk it. And instead are hiding in the bush. If they get the big blow up, it can temporal loop is ready. Go for the throw. It's still on cooldown for another 13 seconds or so. But 12 to 10, they're doing quite well. But again, this is Towers of Doom. Comebacks can happen as one little sapper decides to finally make it across the board, as well as Baylog is dropping down. Bloody ragdolls.
Well, the Vikings are getting some work done. They've got the XP advantage for their team, which is the entire point of having the Vikings. Using that to their advantage, they've managed to push in this bottom lane and get themselves... bottom lane in this map is pretty much the most important, because you've got essentially six sappers in those merc camps that you can push over the core for extra damage. And you can see the advantage in the core damage as well. So 28 to 22. But now that multiple units have picked up level 10, are we going to see a little bit more play coming? I like that we've got Sunder from Thrall there. Oh, hello. Here we have Ulti coming out from Firstly with that time loop.
There was no follow-up, and a good play by Ulti, though, decided to go for the potion of shielding to at least allow his teammates to sustain a little bit longer in that fight. But you're right. We're seeing what's happening. They've secured this bottom altar, fought for themselves. Now it's 4 men defending it. But here we go. Konya has to back away. Will disengage as the rest of the team trying to secure the altars, but multiple units reading the play well. Jesmez rotated up, secures one for his team, as him and Butcher, which is Magic Gnome on that one, looking to capture this next altar. So whatever 4-man defense they had is faltered.
It looks like they're rotating all 5 members up to contest this objective. Are they... Oh, wow. Please.
There's a big engage. So Lamb of Slaughter gets on towards little Eric, as well as ATC falling. Caladrius has to back away. Coffee's on top of him. Multiple units. They're sensing blood. They want to get the kill, but Caladrius is going to walk away. Meanwhile, in the bottom lane, you guys have a little Baylog pushing 3 sappers. He will be able to secure them to cross the line. So that's going to be 3 extra damage on towards the core, as the team of multiple units do get themselves the altar to make it 22 to 19.
Both teams are playing this really well. At the moment, you do see that there's a bit less than a 2-level lead, 1.5, let's call it 1.5 level lead for Nobody. And this is helping them stay in this game with that talent advantage. The Vikings getting some serious work done. Now you can finally see, I was going to say Twisted Vision, now you can finally see multiple units doing some damage to this bottom fort, trying to get the keep back. We've already got Butcher stacked, so he's fully stacked already, which is fantastic. 10 minutes into the game, I missed when that actually finished getting stacked, but he's stacked, boys. We got Land to the Slaughter, we got your awesome Decade Kane Sleep, stay a while and listen. If you can say it in the Decade voice, you get better. Stay a while and listen.
Oh, that sounds cool. It will be nice to see that popping off, but they're trying to at least secure this bottom 4, because you're right, this 4 is bleeding them out. Having 5 to 3, if ultimates do come out, it's going to allow for a secure, but there comes the Dragon Strike. It misses everybody engaged on. Here comes moves. Oh! Nearly had the 4-man mosh pit, but instead he's just going to get Chain CC stun locked. He will not be able to pop that off. Instead, Coffee gets going for the threat. Konya secures that kill. That's 1 for 1. Stanwaller's Potter, Caladrius, even Konya. There's also Firstly, you gotta be careful. Caladrius, can he survive? No, he doesn't. Konya looking for the kill. Can Jesmez die? Zillions. Laura Jesmez like Butcher runs himself in towards the fort, but he's still chasing. But in fact, he falls. That's 1 down. That's 2 down. They're looking to defend this fort. Meanwhile, the Lost Vikings. There's a triple altar phase. Why aren't they capping? It's a free cap. No, now they do it. Okay.
Do that though?
Do they really? 1 done. Jesmez looking to help deny the second one, as Firstly looking to do some damage. They're able to defend it. and secure one ulti for themselves as well.
Yep. Vikings doing their little hearts proud, their little men. We haven't got the Viking longbow.
They're defending well. Multiple units able to come from nowhere and at least hold what advantage that they had. But there's the owl to deny it. Coffee still channeling. SDBX getting all up to at least cause another interrupt. Being vulnerable. Little dance, but Sundering pops up. Coffee gets some Dragon Strike, hits 3 for quite a long time. Firstly, is so down like Konya Nelson needs to back away, stand while listen, but hits nobody. As they lose the moves,
this is all of nobody.
Securing the other altar and multiple units, still fighting 16 to 14. It is very, very close. They're going to help get this bottom fort at some point as well. Boss is also up for another 4 if they really need to. Meanwhile, the rest of the Lost Vikings still circling up 17 to 15. Do have the talent lead, but they're trying something. Oh no, Caladrius gets caught by the lamb to the slaughter. She is a lamb for slaughtering as Magic Nerve secures that kill, and they get themselves the other Sapper camp. No, it was already captured, so at least they're
denied. They captured that was the thing that we're waiting for. I think that the chain, the lamb to the slaughter.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It's been a while. I haven't seen you for quite some time.
What?
It has been far too long. But we're seeing now the team of multiple units. They are threatening this bottom 4. It's now becoming a keep once we hit the 10-minute mark. So it's going to open up. It's going to be a lot more experience. But here goes Temporal Loop. Pop Zillions. Oh no, he's able to survive. Zillions still living. ETC moves, trying to get the stun. They're trying, they're chasing as they're forcing them to back away. But first, he could not get the blow up. And that's going to be huge. If you can't capitalize on those temporal loops, then it's not going to at least allow you, especially if you're running Lost Vikings. You're already having a disadvantage in team fights, 4v5. But SDBX has to get Eric away to safety, and he does. Still getting Baylog in the top lane to apply pressure there, as there is going to be just a single altar phase. But look at Moops. Look at the team. They're ready. They're waiting. They're sensing. They want to get the team fight. But multiple units rotation. Their position has just been crisp so far. They're not allowing any single disadvantage go in their favor. In fact, they got the positional advantage over this altar. Now they're going to start channeling. But can they get the interrupt? They're doing something. They're trying. Nobody. There's Magic Gnome looking for the engagement, but a great invulnerable denies that charge. Moves looking in. Can he get stunned? Chances Zillions is so damn low, but here comes Mosh with not used it yet. Landslaughter on towards the Caladrius. Also, the Sundering, it stops them, and they're able to turn this fight around. The CC, the blow up, the burst damage. That is multiple units gets one, but they lose 2 members in the process because Konya. Now they're trying to defend. Here comes the Lost Vikings for battle. Temporal Loop on towards Butcher. He's so low, but he's alive. He gets rooted by Jesmez. In fact, no, Tarande secures that kill.
That was an amazing hour.
But guess what? Ulta's still up. They can get themselves a 4th channel there for 10 to 16. With 40 seconds left on towards that Butcher. If they do want to, they could potentially threaten this boss knight himself. But instead, they're going to play it safe, which is definitely the right call. Apply more pressure, secure as much damage as you can onto this keeps, because this will allow them to hit the 20 talent, which is going to be big, ladies and gentlemen. And this is looking to be quite the play. Grab this one, sending also the Lost Vikings up to the top lane to apply pressure there. They're using this opportunity to capitalize and push their advantage as much as they can.
Yeah, they're doing a lot of work with these Vikings. They're doing a lot of work with their team fights. I'm excited that they're doing so well. I did not expect this from them at all. And they didn't quite get the camp. They're going for another team fight though, George.
I know, it's gone. Someone listen, but it gets interrupted almost instantaneously. His ulti as well as good old Jesmez falls. But hold
why does it bat?
They're still surviving. They're going to keep Caladrius alive, trying to do with the Sappers, and that's going to at least apply more pressure. Meanwhile, on the top lane, Lost Vikings yet again going to get the restart, secure this top 4, and this play by nobody is working wonders.
I mean, now that they've gotten that pressure in the bottom lane, they've got that keep down, they can go back, get the other Sapper camp, and push that in that bottom lane, threaten that, while they have to defend the bottom lane and the fact that there's an objective in the bottom lane. They can possibly get the boss, but it's a very high probability that that's what multiple units are looking to do now. They're looking to get a boss fight.
You got the Lost Vikings at least around to kind of force Instead, though, multiple units rotating up, get themselves the sappers. They are going to forsake this altar, but this is going to be big. If they secure this, drops it down the 4. That makes this boss play that much more important because multiple units lose a team fight, that's an instant win. I can't believe this, Blank, but I feel like multiple units, they definitely have their backs up against the wall.
They definitely do.
Yeah, they're facing
4 shots left. That core is now a win. That boss is now a win condition. Those 3 minions walking over the bottom are now a win condition. Right now, they can go for boss, and it doesn't matter because if they try to fight them on the boss, they either win or lose the team fight. It's pretty much all in, so it's all for nothing right now. It's all or nothing.
Oh my goodness. That is 2 big ultimates off that, not one single kill. This is a big turnaround. Can multiple units get it? They're going to secure kill on towards moves. That's a tank down. Now they're trying to do a stay while listen lands on the 3 lost Vikings, but they're going to invulnerable away. Coffee looking to deal some damage, and multiple units from nowhere able to turn around and secure the boss for themselves, dropping it down to 4 to 12. And that was huge. Both Mosh Pit and Go for the Throat failed to secure the kill. In fact, Mosh Pit completely whiffed.
Yeah, well, pretty much every single ult that was popped in that moment was absolutely wasted, with the exception of Stay a While and Listen. The Hanzo Arrow missed everything. The Mosh Pit missed everyone. I didn't even notice the Sundering go off. That's how much I don't think it actually did any value in that fight. But as you saw and as you said, multiple units did secure that boss, and it looks like Magic Gnome might be falling down here. Massive time loop from the Chromie there. Firstly, putting out the yards, and next objective is bottom lane. There's a twin objective up. They have no Butcher. 7v4 right now in terms of people, like man units on the field. And speaking of man units, multiple units need they need both of these objectives to stay in the game.
They need to stop them, and they're trying. Oh my goodness, SDBX. But in fact, they're going to lose ulti with another one, is that Dragon Strike. And here we go. Nobody, they can sense victory. They want to be the first team to make the gods bleed and take a game off them. Jesnez is going to fall. They're all dropping like flies, and that's going to be it, ladies and gentlemen. In fact, no, they're not securing it. Just if they want to make sure.
They want everyone dead.
They want everybody dead. Focusing on towards Coffee. He's trying to survive for as long as possible, but there it is, ladies and gentlemen. Game over, and nobody have done the impossible. They've taken the map off multiple units, and we're going to a game 3, the second one tonight.
Wow. And you know what's funny? I'm gonna get us back on the screen for a second. We're gonna go to a break, and while we're on the break, we're going to draw the winner of the Orphea bundle. But there were only 3 real contestants from what I could see in the hashtag Who Wins. So there's not a lot of people to that can win. You've got a 33% chance of winning this.
Hey, that's good for them.
Everyone thought that it was going to be multiple units taking game number 2 there, but now guess what? We are going to game number 3, and it's going to be an absolute ripper, George.
Oh, I can't wait. I really can't wait. I mean, this is just, I don't know. This night has been the night of nights. It's late,
The night of
but
nights.
you know what? Let's do it. Exactly. But ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a break, and when we come back, we'll have someone winning the Orphea code, as well as game number 3 between multiple units, as well as nobody. We'll be right back.